House Speaker Nancy Pelosi and Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer have found a new way to gain Senators Joe Manchin and Kristen Sinema's support. On President Biden's social spending bill, lawmakers have agreed to make big changes to Biden's legislative agenda. Friends, this is huge news for everyone. Also remember that I'm here every single day to bring you the latest, most reliable and accurate news related to fourth stimulus checks for seniors, Social Security, SSI, Sddi, RRB, and VA beneficiaries. So please make sure to share this video on social media and also with your friends. If they need more honest stimulus news information, please stay tuned until the end of this video if you're interested in entering this Friday's $100 Walmart gift card giveaway.
There's been a lot of press coverage about people quitting their jobs. Well, today's report tells you why. Americans are moving up to better jobs, with better pay, with better benefits. That's why they're quitting their jobs. This isn't about workers walking away and refusing to work. It's about workers able to take a step up to provide for themselves and their families. This is the kind of recovery I promised and hoped for the American people, where the biggest benefits go to the people who work the hardest and are more often left behind, the people who have been ignored before, the people who just want a decent chance to build a decent life for their families, just given a clear shot. For them, wages are up, job opportunities are up, layoffs are down to the lowest levels in decades, and there are more chances than ever to get ahead. No wonder one leading economic analyst described what we've accomplished in 2021 as the strongest first-year economic track record of any president in the last 50 years. Today, America is the only leading economy in the world where the economy as a whole is stronger than before the pandemic. Now I hear Republicans say today that my talking about this strong record shows that I don't understand. I don't understand. A lot of people are still suffering, they say. Well, they are. Or that I'm not focused on inflation. Malarkey. They want to talk down the recovery because they voted against the legislation that made it happen. They voted against the tax cuts for middle-class families. They voted against the funds we needed to reopen our schools, to keep police officers and firefighters on the job, to lower health care premiums. They voted against the funds we're now using to buy COVID booster shots and more antiviral pills. I refuse to let them stand in the way of this recovery. And now my focus is on keeping this recovery strong and durable, notwithstanding Republican obstructionism.
So friends, there are a lot of developments on the next spending bill. Senate Democrats have announced that a proposal to raise a cap on state and local tax deductions, which has been a top priority of Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, is likely to be cut from the revised Build Back Better bill, Build Back Better Act. Senate Democrats who were involved in negotiations over the bill before Senate Democrat Joe Manchin paused negotiations last month say there is simply not enough room for the expensive tax change, which Republicans argue would benefit wealthy suburban households in blue states. This is a big change in the bill that would affect many Americans across our country. A Democratic senator familiar with negotiations on the tax provisions of the legislation said Senator Manchin has signaled to his colleagues that he's not a fan of changing the tax rate. But friends, this is a disappointing change for Chuck Schumer, who is up for re-election this year and pledged in 2020 to make repeal of the cap on SALT, which is also known as state and local tax deductions, a top priority. If Democrats want control of the Senate, pulling the SALT deductions fix out of the legislation also will make it tougher to pass the legislation through the House of Representatives, where last week 3 Democrats from New York and New Jersey insisted they will not support any bill that does not raise the $10,000 cap from the former president's impose on SALT deductions in 2017. Representative Josh Gottheimer stated, Salt remains a top priority. We support the president's agenda, and if there are any efforts to include a change in the tax code, then a salt fix must be part of it. No salt, no deal. But opponents of lifting the salt cap were quick to note that the number of House Democrats threatening to tank the bill over the issue is dwindling as a realization sinks in that their party may not be able to pass any version of the Build Back Better bill. Critics have said that raising the cap on salt deductions runs counter to what they say is the main political reason for passing the legislation, which is addressing wealth inequality. Senate Budget Committee Chairman Bernie Sanders has been very outspoken about the idea in the Senate Democratic caucus, but many other Senate Democrats are not enthusiastic. So friends, what are your thoughts on this new change for everyone? Please leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Now, for those of you that have been anxiously waiting for the next round of stimulus payments to be sent out, the U.S. government has already sent a large amount of aid to Americans since the beginning of this crisis. President Biden last week stated that Congress would still be able to pass parts of the social and climate policies proposed in the package. One key reason that the bill has hit a roadblock is the opposition of Senator Joe Manchin, who is a Democrat from West Virginia. He has split with his party on many of the key components in the package. Democrats were also hoping to pass a bill through reconciliation, which would require all Democrats in the Senate to support it. It is definitely important that Congress sends out more relief soon, as the cost of living increases across our country. And according to the latest government data, inflation is now at historic highs after having accelerated at the fastest 12-month pace in about 40 years. Right now, the Democratic Party is tasked with identifying exactly which proposals could stay in a whittled-down package. President Biden said during a press conference, "There's two really big components that I feel strongly about that I'm sure I can get in the package. One is a child care tax credit, and the other is the help for costs of community colleges." Friends, the key word for this video is Pacific Ocean. If you would like to enter this coming Friday's $100 Walmart gift card giveaway, please click and like my videos. Comment below this keyword and also any other keyword of a video you watch. And also please make sure that you are subscribed to my channel. Thank you so much, friends, and have a very, very blessed Wednesday.